The lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a complex network of vessels, tissues, and organs that play a vital role in the body's immune defense and fluid balance. The primary functions of the lymphatic system are 1. Draining excess interstitial fluid. The lymphatic vessels help to drain excess fluid, called lymph, that accumulates in the tissues and returns it to the bloodstream. This helps to maintain proper fluid balance in the body. 2. Transporting fats and fat-soluble nutrients. The lymphatic system also helps to transport fats, fat-soluble vitamins, and other nutrients from the digestive system to the bloodstream. 3. Filtering foreign substances. The lymph nodes, which are small, bean-shaped structures located throughout the body, act as filters for harmful substances such as bacteria, viruses, and cancer cells. The lymphatic system also helps to activate and coordinate the body's immune response to these foreign substances. Some common diseases and disorders of the lymphatic system include lymphedema, which is a swelling of body tissues due to lymphatic system dysfunction, and lymphoma, which is a type of cancer that affects the lymphatic system. Components of human lymphatic system. The human lymphatic system is made up of the following components. 1. Lymphatic vessels. These are a network of thin tubes that circulate lymph, a colorless fluid that contains immune cells and waste products. These vessels are similar to veins and capillaries and carry lymph from the tissues to the lymph nodes and eventually back into the bloodstream. 2. Lymph nodes. These are small, bean-shaped structures located throughout the body that act as filters for harmful substances such as bacteria, viruses, and cancer cells. Lymph nodes contain immune cells that detect and respond to foreign substances in the lymphatic fluid. 3. Lymphoid organs. These include the thymus, spleen, bone marrow, and tonsils, which are involved in producing and regulating immune cells that fight against foreign substances. 4. Lymphatic tissues. These are located in various parts of the body, such as the digestive tract, respiratory system, and skin, and contain immune cells and lymphatic vessels that help to detect and respond to foreign substances. Together, these components of the lymphatic system play a vital role in protecting the body against infection and maintaining proper fluid balance in the tissues. Lymph nodes. Lymph nodes are small, bean-shaped structures located throughout the body that are part of the lymphatic system. They act as filters for harmful substances such as bacteria, viruses, and cancer cells that may be present in the lymphatic fluid. Lymph nodes contain immune cells called lymphocytes that detect and respond to foreign substances in the lymphatic fluid. When a foreign substance is detected, lymphocytes are activated and begin to multiply, producing more immune cells to attack and destroy the foreign substance. The lymphatic fluid, which contains foreign substances and waste products from the body cells, flows into the lymph nodes through the lymphatic vessels. Inside the lymph nodes, the lymphatic fluid is filtered and purified, and harmful substances are removed. The purified lymphatic fluid is then returned to the bloodstream. The size and number of lymph nodes can vary depending on the individual and their health status. They are typically found in clusters in areas such as the neck, armpits, groin, chest, and abdomen. Swollen or tender lymph nodes can be a sign of infection or disease, and should be evaluated by a healthcare professional. Figure 4.20. Human lymphatic system. Relationship between blood system and lymphatic system. The blood system and lymphatic system are both vital systems that work together to help maintain good health. Although they have different functions, they are closely intertwined and share several similarities. The blood system is responsible for circulating oxygen, hormones, nutrients, and other important substances throughout the body. The lymphatic system is responsible for maintaining fluid balance, removing waste products, and helping to fight infections. The two systems are connected through the lymphatic vessels. These vessels are a network of thin tubes that circulate lymph, a colorless fluid that contains immune cells and waste products. The lymphatic vessels are similar to veins and capillaries, and they carry lymph from the tissues to the lymph nodes and eventually back into the bloodstream. As lymphatic fluid flows through the vessels, it interacts with the blood system and transfers nutrients, waste products, and immune cells between the two systems. The lymphatic system also drains excess fluid from tissues and returns it to the bloodstream. This helps to maintain proper fluid balance in the body. Overall, the blood system and lymphatic system work together to ensure that the body is functioning properly and that waste products and harmful substances are removed. They are interconnected and complementary systems that are essential for good health. Figure 4.21. Relationship between blood system and lymphatic system. Common disorders and diseases of the lymphatic system. 1. Elephantiasis. Elephantiasis, also known as lymphatic filariasis, is a parasitic infection that is caused by the filarial worm. The parasitic worm is transmitted to humans through the bite of an infected mosquito. The worms can block the lymphatic vessels, causing swelling and thickening of the skin and tissues, usually in the legs and genital area. Individuals with elephantiasis often experience fever, fatigue, and pain in the affected areas. If left untreated, the condition can lead to chronic disability and disfigurement. There is no cure for elephantiasis, but it can be managed through medication, compression therapy, and other supportive treatments. Prevention efforts for elephantiasis include mosquito control measures, such as using insect repellent, wearing protective clothing, and sleeping under mosquito nets. Treatment of infected individuals also includes community education and mass administration of antiparasitic medications, which can help to reduce the spread of the disease. Figure 4.22, Elephantiasis. 2. Edema. Edema, also spelled as edema, refers to the abnormal accumulation of fluid in the body's tissues. It can occur anywhere in the body, but is most commonly seen in the feet, ankles, and legs. Edema is often a symptom of an underlying medical condition, such as heart failure, kidney disease, liver disease, or lymphedema. It can also be caused by certain medications, such as calcium channel blockers or steroids, or as a result of pregnancy. The symptoms of edema can include swollen and puffy skin, skin that retains a dimple after being pressed, and difficulty moving the affected area. In severe cases, it can cause shortness of breath, chest pain, and other complications. Treatment for edema depends on the underlying cause. In some cases, treating the underlying condition may be enough to alleviate the symptoms. In other cases, medications like diuretics may be prescribed to help reduce the amount of fluid in the body. Compression stockings or other mechanical devices may also be used to help improve circulation and reduce swelling. 3. Tonsillitis. Tonsillitis is a common condition characterized by inflammation of the tonsils, which are two small, oval-shaped glands located in the back of the throat. It is usually caused by a bacterial or viral infection, and can affect people of all ages, but is more common in children. The symptoms of tonsillitis include sore throat, difficulty swallowing, fever, swollen glands in the neck, and white or yellow spots on the tonsils. In some cases, it can also cause ear pain, bad breath, and fatigue. Treatment for tonsillitis depends on the underlying cause. If it is caused by bacteria, antibiotics may be prescribed to help clear the infection. For viral tonsillitis, rest, fluids, and over-the-counter medications to relieve pain and fever may be recommended. In some cases, tonsillitis can recur frequently or be associated with complications, like difficulty breathing or difficulty swallowing. In these cases, a tonsillectomy may be recommended, which involves the surgical removal of the tonsils. Revision exercise 4.7. 1. Explain briefly the human lymphatic system. The human lymphatic system is a complex network of vessels, nodes, and organs that work together to help maintain the body's fluid balance and immune system. Lymphatic vessels carry lymph, a clear fluid that contains immune cells, throughout the body. As the lymph moves through the vessels, it passes through small, bean-shaped structures called lymph nodes. The lymph nodes contain immune cells that help to filter out and eliminate harmful substances, such as bacteria and viruses. In addition to lymph nodes, the lymphatic system also includes organs, such as the spleen and thymus, that produce and store immune cells. The tonsils and adenoids, located in the throat, are also part of the lymphatic system and help to prevent infections from entering the body. The lymphatic system plays an important role in maintaining a healthy immune system and preventing the spread of infection throughout the body. A malfunctioning lymphatic system can result in a variety of conditions, including lymphedema, lymphoma, and certain infections. 2. Differentiate between lymph and lymph vessel. Lymph and lymph vessels are two important components of the lymphatic system, but they serve different functions. Lymph is a clear fluid that is similar in composition to blood plasma, but contains immune cells and waste products. It is produced in tissues throughout the body and travels through the lymphatic vessels to the lymph nodes, where it is filtered and cleansed of harmful substances. Lymph vessels, on the other hand, are a network of thin-walled vessels that carry lymph from the tissues and organs to the lymph nodes. The lymph vessels are similar in structure to blood vessels, but have thinner walls and more valves to prevent the backflow of lymph. In summary, lymph is the clear fluid that carries immune cells and waste products throughout the body, while lymph vessels are the thin-walled tubes that transport lymph from the tissues and organs to the lymph nodes. 3. What is ultrafiltration? Ultrafiltration is a process of filtering liquids, such as blood, to remove molecules based on their size and molecular weight. It is a type of filtration that uses a semi-permeable membrane to separate particles from a solution based on their size. During ultrafiltration, a high-pressure gradient is applied across a semi-permeable membrane, which allows small molecules, such as water and electrolytes, to pass through while retaining larger molecules, such as proteins and blood cells. The resulting filtrate is a purified solution that is free of larger molecules and impurities. Ultrafiltration is an important process used in a variety of applications, including water treatment, food and beverage processing, and medical treatments such as kidney dialysis. In medical settings, ultrafiltration is often used to remove excess fluid and waste products from the blood in patients with kidney failure or other conditions that affect the body's ability to filter waste products from blood. 4. Give an account of how tissue fluid is formed. Tissue fluid, also known as interstitial fluid, is formed through a process called filtration, which occurs at the capillaries, the smallest blood vessels in our body. As blood flows through the capillaries, it exerts a force against their thin walls, called the hydrostatic pressure. This pressure forces small molecules like water, oxygen, and nutrients to leak out of the capillaries and into the surrounding tissues. This fluid exchange is influenced by the difference in pressure between the blood and the tissue fluid. This movement of fluid is aided by the osmotic pressure, which is the pressure that opposes the movement of water from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. In this case, the osmotic pressure is created by the presence of proteins and other large molecules in the blood, which pull water back into the capillaries and prevent too much fluid from leaving the blood vessels. Once the tissue fluid has been formed, it helps to supply oxygen and nutrients to the cells and removes waste products such as carbon dioxide. The excess fluid is drained away by the lymphatic system and returned to the bloodstream. This process helps maintain the correct fluid balance in our body. 5. Mention any 3 diseases of the lymphatic system. 3 diseases that affect the lymphatic system are: 1. Lymphedema, a condition in which the lymphatic vessels are blocked or damaged, causing a buildup of fluid and swelling in the affected area. Lymphedema can be primary, meaning it is caused by a genetic abnormality, or secondary, which can be caused by cancer treatment, surgery, injury, or infection. 2. Hodgkin's lymphoma, a type of cancer that originates in the lymphatic system. It is a cancer of the white blood cells called lymphocytes and is characterized by the presence of a specific type of abnormal cell called the Reed-Sternberg cell. Hodgkin's lymphoma can cause symptoms such as swollen lymph nodes, fever, night sweats, and weight loss. 3. Lymphangitis, a bacterial infection of the lymphatic vessels, which can cause red streaks, pain, and swelling in the affected area. This infection is usually caused by bacteria entering the skin through a cut or wound and spreading to the lymphatic vessels. If left untreated, lymphangitis can lead to more serious infections and potentially life-threatening complications. 6. Describe the components of the lymphatic system. The lymphatic system is a network of vessels, organs, and tissues that help circulate lymph fluid and aid in the body's immune response. The components of the lymphatic system include: 1. Lymphatic vessels, thin-walled vessels that carry lymph fluid throughout the body. The lymphatic vessels are similar in structure to veins and have one-way valves that prevent the backflow of lymph. 2. Lymph nodes, small, bean-shaped structures that are found along the course of lymphatic vessels. Lymph nodes filter lymph fluid to remove foreign particles, such as bacteria and viruses, as well as abnormal cells, such as cancer cells. The lymph nodes are also a site where immune cells, such as lymphocytes, are activated. 3. Spleen. The spleen is the largest organ of the lymphatic system and is located in the upper left abdomen. It filters blood to remove old or damaged red blood cells and white blood cells. The spleen also plays a role in the production of lymphocytes and the storage of platelets. 4. Thymus. The thymus gland is located in the chest and is involved in the development and maturation of T lymphocytes, a type of immune cell that helps protect the body against viruses and cancer cells. 5. Bone marrow. The bone marrow is a spongy tissue found in the bones and is responsible for the production of blood cells, including lymphocytes. 6. Tonsils. Tonsils are lymphoid tissue located at the back of the throat and play a role in protecting against respiratory and gastrointestinal infections. 7. Mucosa-associated lymphoid tissue, MALT. MALT is lymphoid tissue found in the lining of the digestive, respiratory, and genitourinary tracts. It plays a role in protecting against pathogens that enter the body through these tracts. 7. List 3 functions of the lymphatic system. 3 functions of the lymphatic system are: 1. Immune defense. The lymphatic system plays a crucial role in the body's immune defense by filtering and removing foreign particles, such as bacteria and viruses, and abnormal cells, such as cancer cells. The lymphatic system allows immune cells, such as lymphocytes, to travel throughout the body and activate an immune response. 2. Fluid balance. The lymphatic system helps regulate fluid balance by draining excess fluid and returning it to the bloodstream. This helps prevent the buildup of fluid in tissues, which can cause swelling and edema. 3. Absorption of nutrients. The lymphatic system also helps in the absorption of dietary lipids and fat-soluble vitamins from the digestive system. The lymphatic vessels in the intestinal wall absorb these substances and transport them to the bloodstream for distribution to the body's tissues. 8. Compare the composition of blood with that of the lymph. Blood and lymph are two distinct fluids in the body with different compositions. Composition of blood. 1. Blood contains red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, suspended in a fluid called plasma. 2. Red blood cells or erythrocytes are responsible for carrying oxygen to the body's tissues. They contain hemoglobin, a protein that binds with oxygen. 3. White blood cells or leukocytes are a part of the immune system and help defend the body against infections and diseases. 4. Platelets are small cell fragments that help in blood clotting to prevent excessive bleeding. 5. Plasma is a clear, yellowish fluid that makes up the liquid component of blood and contains various proteins, electrolytes, and hormones. Composition of lymph. 1. Lymph is a colorless fluid that is similar in composition to blood plasma but has lower protein content. 2. Lymph mainly contains white blood cells or lymphocytes, which play a critical role in the immune defense of the body. 3. The lymph also contains various waste products, excess fluid, and other substances absorbed by the lymphatic vessels during the process of lymphatic filtration. 4. Unlike blood, lymph does not contain red blood cells or platelets. In summary, the main difference between blood and lymph's composition is that the blood contains red blood cells and platelets, suspended in plasma, while lymph contains lymphocytes, waste products, and excess fluids.